Hi guys, welcome back to Nardi Elder Gaming and another episode of Miss Survival Builds. And we are going to continue building our tower. Now I don't think this is tall enough. I think we need to go even higher yet. There's Leah. Say hello, Leah. Yeah, alright. So yeah, I think that we should, in fact... I'll be back with you in about half an hour when I get to the top of this one. Here we go. So I think we should go up about another 3 or 4 levels. Just to see how high we can actually get this thing. I know we're pretty high at the moment, but even higher. So if you disagree with me, say now. There, I didn't hear anyone, so we will continue. Right, so let's get some... let's start off straight away. We're going to get some more roofing on here. No, we need the stairs that side, don't we? So let's cancel that one. And do it over that side instead. There we go. Right, so let's... Can't remember what I had. I didn't have a lot, so... Let's get ourselves some more planks and nails. There we go. Loads. No, that's wrong, isn't it? Dull. You got to forgive me on this one, guys. It's been a few days since I was doing this last, and I got into a sort of rhythm doing this, and I've completely forgotten it now. No, I can carry them. So we are going to go up to that one. So we do need the roof on this side. Let's bring that up with us. Don't need that. Don't need that. Right, so let's get some more stairs up this side. There we go, let's just try and get those level. Okay, that's a bit odd. Why is it only... It'll only go to 46. Ah, there we go. That should be somewhere near right. There we go, and doing it that way, as I was told by one of my subscribers, Judy, is the way to make it go all the way to the floor. Excellent. So you're right as always, Judy. Right. More windowed walls. Right, so I'll need to build a floor on there and then destroy it afterwards. See, it doesn't take too long to actually build up each level on this. Right, I've got no logs. My hammer's nearly knackered. Oh, I can't get to the bin now. So it's getting very high now. We can see a long way out. Right. So if I build these walls first, then I can get rid of the floor. Better have an MRE in a minute. Just to get everything back up again. What's the time? So it's only 2:30. I don't know whether it's rain coming in or whether the mist is coming in. Thought if it was the mist it would have been in pretty much straight away. Right, so let's knock the floor out. Hurt myself. I know. I know. What an absolute plum. Right. So we're going to start this little bit again. Going to need a new hammer soon as well. I know I didn't need to break both of those down to start again, but... Right, so let's put our floor here. Let's just have a drink first. Well, actually, I think I'll just get an MRE. That'll put both of them up to a maximum. Right. Got nails, I've got planks. I was standing too close to it. There we go. Sounds looking good. So now we just need to put the floor in there. And that's why I fell and hurt myself. There we go. I think I got all those planks. I'm not sure. One of them fell down here. Okay, right. Right, let's just ignore everything that happened a moment ago. Right. This is really high. My hammer's gone. Okay. Expected it to happen at some point, you know, very soon. So there we go. Look at that. That's well up there, isn't it? We're going to have to go down there at some point and have a look up and see how this looks as well. So I think this level we're on now, I think we'll start this one as the actual main living area. So I think we're going to need to put a door in here. So we'll need a wall there. And a doorway here. Again, I was told a way of doing this, and I can't remember what it was now. But there was a way to move this across and have it above the... God, I wonder what happened then. Without being able to read that message, I'm going to have to knock this one down and just do a new one. Just for this. Right, the time is nearly 6 o'clock. I think what we need to do is sleep somewhere. So let's do our usual 12 hours. Set ourselves up for the day with an MRE. And daylight has come. Right, so first thing we need to do then is move these steps over. I will have to read that message again though, because I don't want to keep having to redo things every time. Oops, I hit the wrong one. So this next one up, this is where the living quarters start. So what we need to do is start off by putting a door in here. Right, scraps. I think we got screws, don't we? No, I threw the screws away, didn't I? Nails, screws, and scraps. There we go. So this is the entrance to the actual living quarters. So down below is going to be where we're do our different sort of industrial areas. Like we can have our water distillers and that here. Maybe our workbenches down here. So everything is not too cluttered up for us. So this one here will probably be our main sort of entrance hall, with maybe the dining area here, and then we'll have steps leading up. We'll have another floor up there, and in that floor will be the bedroom, and then we will probably have a large area up on top with maybe some balcony around, which will be the veranda. It's a nice word, isn't it? Veranda. The veranda. Right, so let's put a floor up above this. There. I knew this one was going to be quite ambitious, but it's actually turning out okay. Right, we're going to be putting windows in all of these soon. So if we have... I'm going to put another doorway up there. And that'll be the doorway into like the bedroom, living quarters, that sort of it, you know. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll be it. So if this is like the dining area, the next one up can be like the living room area where I can put a sofa and stuff like that. Then the one above that can be the bedroom area. See, I told you this was going to be very ambitious, but I'm quite impressed that things seem to be working out the way I actually want them to work out. That's it. So this would be where our living room area is, and then there will be another one up above here which will go up to the bedroom area. That's very high up, as I might have mentioned once. Right, so let's get some floors onto this area. I really need a zip line to get down, you know, something like in Dying Light. Right, let's put the false floor on this one. But this time we remember not to demolish the wrong one. That is the royal we. Because I think we all know I'll end up doing the wrong one anyway. Right. Have I got any logs? Not many. Right, now I've got a few. This should be enough, hopefully, to do most of this. There we go. So now I can demolish this floor. If I do it about here, then hopefully I shouldn't be damaged when I fall. There we go. That reminds me of something else I need to do as well. I need to build a small camp down there so I can set this as a home base. Because I don't want to end up, if I die, respawning back in the old space above the garage. Because that would just be a pain in the ass having to run up here each time. So I'm going to do these walls and I'm going to run down and quickly do that. When we go down to build the little tent as well, it'll also give us a good chance to have a look at this and see how it's coming along from an external view. Right, so there we go. So this area here is the main entrance, coming into dining room around here. Come up here. Up here is the living room area. Then I think what I might do is put some stairs leading up this end, going up there, and the top one will be the bedroom. But before we do any of that, let's head down. I haven't seen Leo. What the hell? Right, I'm going to have to see if I can reach through that window and grab those. I don't want those in the way. But it's looking very good. So we've still got one more story that's going to go on there. And that's going to be the bedroom. Then there's going to be an area that leads above that, which is going to go onto like a big veranda area. So let's build that little tent thing up over here a minute. Why is that not building? Right, rags, sticks and lashing. Sticks, rags and lashings. Right, set that as active base. Right, so this one with the door here, this will be where we start all the crafting stuff. Then that's a second layer there for crafting stuff. Third layer for crafting or storage, anything like that. Then we go up into the living quarters. Kitchen area here. There's going to be windows in all of this. And then up here will be the as I said, living room there. This will be the bedroom. And then up above that will be like the small veranda area, which again we'll have a door going up there and a door in here. Just try and keep ourselves dry. I don't think I've got anything that's perishable in the rain, to be honest. There we go, so we need a wall there. So let's build our door. Metal and screws again. Just had a thought. I'm not going to be able to build those windows, am I? Where were those things floating around outside the window? I can't see them. Oh well. Right, so kitchen, living room, and then bedroom up above. There we go. So this will be the height of the living area. So the bedroom at the very top. So I might have to just build a floor on there so I can put the windows in there. Then I can knock the floor down afterwards. There we go, so what is it I need for these? I need components and screws as well. Got a few screws but not enough. There's going to be a lot of window building going on. There we go. Right, so now I can destroy this floor. There we go. So that bit's got windows. That's good. Right, let's have our MRE. Let's put the windows in here. I'm going to have to do the same again there, aren't I? So I'm not going to be able to reach those. Oh, I don't know. Do that one. Look at that, I can reach it. Didn't think I'd be able to. Amazing. Right, let's get rid of some stuff that I don't need a minute. I think I need metal, don't I? Did I need metal? No, it's components I needed. Right, so let's get a load of stuff that I need for those. So loads of excitement here as we build windows. But it's going to make it look better from the bottom as well. So as I said, a lot of the lower ones I'm probably going to leave just as open windows. I don't really need glass windows installed. I might do it afterwards as a cosmetic thing, but not for the time being. There we go. So let's just see what we're doing. So we still need to do the windows here. Oh look, that one's floating again. So not to worry. So it's nearly sleep time again. Doesn't take long to sneak up. Sleep time. And coffee time for me. Right. Wake up, back to work. We get rid of these trees, we can see, we should be able to see right over to the school. So we might have to go on a bit of a chopping expedition at some point. All the windows are done on that level. I think this might be the last level that I need to do. Oh, my hammer's knackered. Getting through a lot of hammers today. What, 2? Yeah. It's loads, isn't it? Nearly the same amount as I'm getting through in MREs. Just think how long a project like this would take if you weren't using the cheat menu. It would take absolutely months just to build one of these. Problem is, I think eventually, once they get this nearer to full release, they will probably turn that off. And then my videos would be screwed, wouldn't they? Mind you, by that time, I expect we'll be back on to actually playing the actual missions again, which would be good. I mean, I'm trying to avoid doing the missions at the moment. I know there's some that I haven't done, a few new missions that appeared, but I want to get a little bit more together so I can sort of flesh out a better video playthrough. I didn't need windows in those 2, did I? No, but doesn't matter, we'll leave them anyway. Right, let's just go down, have a quick look outside. I'm sort of tempted to put those stairs there, really. Let's do that. I knackered my axe. I have. Where's it gone? There it is. There's those floating ones. I'll have to figure out a way to get up to them at some point. What was I doing? Steps, yeah. Difficult to see if they're actually hitting the ground, these stairs, but comes up a little bit, but it's alright. That's good now, so when I actually come down here, I can just run straight round like that. And then we're straight out the door. So it's even higher now. Looks almost like a high-rise block of flats, doesn't it? See, I think I might have to do windows in all of them. I think that's going to have to be an eventual plan, but won't do that for the time being. Oh, do you know what I could have done? I could have started this off with a... If I could have made those a little bit higher, I could have made an underground garage, couldn't I? Good eye, Leah. Still not to worry. We'll have to sort out something for the vehicle eventually. So here we go into living quarters. So living quarters are not open like the rest. This one is the bedroom, I believe. What's that, the bedroom? Hang on, I've got to work this out a minute. Right, so coming in here, this is like the kitchen area. So we're coming through the kitchen, up here, into the living room area, then up to the top one here, which is the bedroom. So let's give ourselves some walls here. Let's do a fake floor for a minute. Right, so where did they go? Right, let's just build this up. So when we build the uppermost area with the veranda, we're going to sort of leave that open plan a little bit. So there won't actually be any sort of walls as such. I'm hoping that I can, I don't know, how am I going to do this? I'll have to have a think about that while we're going through this, I think. Right. So the plan is going to be the bedroom here. There's that plank, look. So the bedroom here, bed will probably go over this area, and then the stairs will go up through another door, but when it goes up there, that will be open plan. See, I wanted to sort of make one in a way that you go up there would still be a roof up there, and it would be the angled roof, but there would be no sides, and then I would just put like the chicken fence in around there. But I'm gonna have to have a think on how to do that. Better get the old bin up here, and where do I leave it? There he is. Yeah, because that's going to help. I don't think I need components at the moment. I thought I just grabbed that. Oh no, it wouldn't let me, would it? It said I was overweight. A bit rude. Right, so, as always, a wall here. And a doorway up above. Which I won't be able to do till I've built this. There we go, right, doorway up above. Oh, I think I've reached the top. Right, okay, so this is as high as we can go. Which, to be honest, is pretty high. Right, so I might have to change this to the veranda. This to the bedroom. And then this to the living room, and this to the kitchen. So I'm going to need to build a doorway in there. I'll get rid of that doorway up there. See, I didn't really want a doorway leading from the kitchen to the living room. But you know what? I'll leave it in there for the time being. So the kitchen can be under here, can't it? And let's work that one out by making a temporary table. Why is that sticking through the floor like that? Oh, that's better. So we'll just build that so that we've got that to indicate that this is the kitchen. And then this one up here, we'll put a chair to indicate it's the living room area. Let's have a nice chair. Need some cloth. There we go. So we've got the chair in there. And then up here is the bedroom. Was that right? Yeah, that was right. So this is where I have my nice big bed. Right, so now we know where everything's going to go. We'll celebrate with an MRE. And then we go up through the door here onto the veranda area. So the thing is, I need to get rid of all of these walls, but I don't want loads of logs and that floating around in mid-air. That would be really annoying. First thing I need to do though is put a roof on this bit. And windows. There we go. So if we put our door in here now. Not had any missed events today. So there we go. Right, so everything in here now should be set inside. So I suppose I could leave this area open skied, as it were. Make sure we got all the windows in, which we're still missing 2. There we go. Let's go up as high as we can. And see if we can get a decent picture for a thumbnail. Look better with a window, wouldn't it? But then that's not as high now. Oh well. Right, so we know what we're doing up there now. So we need to start fleshing this out with the stuff that we're going to need. I wish there was a way you could just grab those things. Or a no clip that you could actually get out there and grab hold of them. I'm just wondering actually, if I were to build a watchtower here, I could get up high enough to pick those up, and then I could dismantle the watchtower. But things outside like that just ruin the look of it. But yeah, that's a very tall tower. Do you know what I think? Let's go and have a look at it from a distance. Right, come on Leo, road trip. So it's sort of hidden quite well in amongst those trees, isn't it? There it is. Looks alright. I thought it was going to look a little bit more impressive than that, to be honest, but... still not to worry. So we still got a lot to do with fleshing it out yet. Making it look better, and I need to come up with an idea to try and get hold of those bits that are floating around outside. So it doesn't look stupid. And we're also going to have to go and do some major tree cutting. Or felling. It's getting dark. So you know what we need here? We need a Jenny. So Jenny's going to have to go up on the roof. Which hopefully will cover the whole area. So let's create a Jenny over here. And then we can start to light this place up. Right, so we need metal components and gears. So we've got metal components but no gears. I need more gear and metal components than that was showing. Right, there it is. So let's get some fuel to put in it. Then we can get some lights on in this place. And I reckon with lights on every level it's going to look pretty cool. Right, so what we do need, we're going to need a workshop, aren't we? In order to make the lights to go on each level. So let's sleep up for the night. Let's just do 10 hours tonight. Does that make it 550? We have an MRE that will take time up and it'll start lightening up. There we go. Right, so now we need to go down to one of the lower levels. Below the kitchen level. We do need to build the walls here, don't we? And then build the door there. Let's do that now a minute before we do anything else. Was it here or was it? No, it's here. We needed it here. So let's cancel that one. And then we just need a flat wall there. This will bring in a bit of daylight as well. There we go. So we just need a door in there. And then that should be the living quarters all sealed off from the outside world. Right, so we've got nails but nothing else. Right, let's get rid of that. We can build a new one. There we go. And then that's into the dining room. Right, so storage area there. And then we can come up here and this can be where our first workbenches and that are. So let's build number one, the workbench. Alright, there we go. So in order to make the lights I want, I need circuits, components and bottles. Circuits, components and bottles. So I got loads now, so let's see how many I can actually make. There we go. Right, so we go at the top to start off, and then we'll work our way down. I think we're only going to need one per room, really, aren't we? Right, so on this one, I'll put one up above the Jenny. Just there. We'll switch him on. This one, we'll have one right by the bed. And switch him on. This one, living room, let's have one here. Then here I think we'll have one just on this wall up here. This one I think we'll just have one here. This one, let's just have one here, I think. And this one, I think we'll have one over here. And also, I think we'll have one above the door. There we are. What do you reckon, Leo? Looks cool apart from the floating planks, doesn't it? Spawn horde. God, I didn't realise I could spawn chickens and roosters, and I went hunting for them that other time, didn't I? It's a shame there's not one on there where you can actually do a no clip. Perhaps there is one. I just don't know the command for it. If anyone does know one, just let me know, won't you? Right, so yeah, I am going to window all of those, make them look right. And I will have to try and think of a way to get all of those planks. So I'm going to go and switch the Jenny on, and we'll see what it looks like. In fact, I might switch that on, then wait till night time, and we'll go outside and see what it looks like from the outside. Exciting, isn't it? I know, I can barely contain myself. Yeah, so it's working alright. Right, so let's go and sleep until it gets dark. Nice, right. Right, make sure they're all working. That one's working nicely. Yeah, that one does nicely. That'd be a good little thumbnail. Let's put it over the side so I can put the word miss to the left of it. And we just have to ignore those floating planks for now, won't we? But there, I think that'll do for this episode. And in the next one, we'll get the rest of the windows done, and we'll start fleshing it out, start building all the utilities and that we need. But at least now we know exactly how high we can build, which ain't bad. But just think, if I'd have built it down there on a lower ground, I could have probably got up another 4 odd layers on that. But you know, I'm happy with the height we got on this one. So if you want to join me for the next one, remember to like and subscribe and all that jazz, and I will see you on the flip side. I'll catch you all later.